good morning, and welcome to another segment of In My Element with Neila. And I'm your co-host, Randall, nicknamed Turk. It's a beautiful day today. Glad to have everybody on. Neila just joined us, everybody, and we have a good friend of mine from North Carolina, Mr. Dave P., owner of Meadowview Farms. And we're going to be talking about hemp extraction and get a tour of his extraction facility and all of the questions and the ins and out of how the benefits of hemp works for us. Instead of taking opiate drugs, there's alternatives that are healthy that won't destroy your kidneys and your liver.
That's right.
And
Yes.
it won't give you an addiction.
Right.
Well,
So how you doing this morning, Dave?
I'm doing good. Get back to the farm and away from the pharmacy.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm telling you. Hey,
Yep.
now that's what I'm
Yep.
talking about. Everybody, welcome back to another segment. Like Brandon told you all, in my element. And I want to let you guys know the contest still goes on. So in this contest, everyone, and I first want to say, good morning, Benedict. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning, David. Good morning, Benedict TV. Good morning, Indic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for joining me. You guys logged on so early. I really am still appreciative of it. They logged on early. I did let them know 8 a.m., but they are in the Philippines and Vietnam and all of that. So they're quite a bit away. Here, idle wait, host waiting here. Okay, thank you. So I just want to let you guys know about the contest. The contest, once again, it's for the big box win. We have valued at $750. We have an acrylic on canvas paint, which is an 18 by 24 by Randall Ray. We have products, won't say what it is, from Divine Designs by Alicia. We have numerous things that's going into this box, as well as a monetary gift card. So the way to win this box is you watching now, watch from YouTube, share from YouTube. Even though I'm on Facebook, share from YouTube.
Yeah.
I need the subscribers on YouTube. So when you share, send it to all your people. Let them know you're in a competition to win. Whoever has the most people, 20 plus or more, subscribe to the channel on YouTube will win that box. Now, there is instance. Whoever has 20 plus or more people subscribe, I also want you to have them email me. Where is it? At inmyelementclub@gmail.com. After you send it out to them, you tell them to subscribe. After they subscribe, you tell them to email me at inmyelementclub@gmail.com that you referred them. It's a bit much, you think, right? But not as near as much as what's going into that box. So,
I'll put something in the box for you as well.
oh, we got something else going in the box.
We'll add to it.
Oh, so you all know that the competition went on last week and is still going on this week. And basically, I know it takes a minute for you guys to get your friends together, but here's how I'm gonna tell you, you can easily do this. Gather a room, get a little room together. You know how you click with all your friends and let them know there's a contest going on and you're trying to win. And you need all of them to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, In My Element with Neila on YouTube. and tell them to email me in my element club at Gmail and let me know who referred them. As they email me, each person that emails me and tells me who referred them, as your count adds up, 20 plus or more, the win has to be 20 plus, 20 people or more. Whoever has the highest number of subscribers under them from their referral will win that big box. And yes, we're going to ship it out. I will be shipping it out to you wherever you is. Wherever you is. So that is the game. Once again, look at some of the previous videos, shows from last week. It explains all of that again. If you want to see it again, we're going to keep moving today though. But if you want to see it again, look at some of the previous shows from last week to understand what to do in order to win the big box. Right now, I got 2 people, one person who has 6, another person who has 2. I got to keep checking my numbers. Another person, who has 3. And so that's 9 right there. I'm just letting you know that the people are, let me see here, that the people are, that's a lot. They're subscribing, but you have to have them email me. You have to have them email me. I don't know who they subscribing from. They subscribe, but I don't know. So you have to have them email me at that In My Element Club at Gmail and let me know they subscribe and you refer them. You got to do that. I can't tell who they're subscribing from. I don't know. You send the link, but I don't know that they're subscribing from you because the link is my link. So you have to let them know that they have to email me at inmyelementclub@gmail.com and let me know who referred them. As they do, I'm building a little sheet to put your name on it, and I'm marking it off, each one that subscribes under your referral. Thank you, people, for your moments. And watch the other shows in order to get more information on it. So with that being said, let us get started. As you guys know, let us go into prayer real quick because we do have a guest here right now. And let me have a little moment of silence. We're going to go into a little different routine this morning. I want a moment of silence. And the reason I want a moment of silence is because there's just been a lot going on in the city of Chicago. There's been a lot of killings, a lot of murders. And it's senseless. They had a guy set somebody's house on fire. It's just crazy, and so I want a moment of silence for all those who are suffering right now at the hands of an oppressor or at the hands of just having hell drop down on their lives. And let's get that moment. Thank you, everybody. Heavenly Father, thank you for another brand new day. We are all gathered here on these platforms, having glory and bringing glory to your name. And we ask that you continue to watch over us and keep us, our families, our pets, our places of employment, our businesses, our properties. Keep us safe. Lord, we ask that we bind the evils that are lurking among us right now. And we look to you for the abundance, the healing, the guidance, the direction, the joy, the happiness. Oh, hallelujah. We look to you for faith to be instilled, even more so to those who already have, and so much more to those who don't. Heavenly Father, we ask as we go about our day that you guide and direct us, you lead us, and you go before us, clearing the roads, clearing the grounds, and clearing the airways that we may travel, making our arrivals of destination safe, sound, and complete. Lord, we just love you each and every day. We thank you for waking us up this morning, putting us in our right minds, giving us life once again to pursue the things that are passionate to our souls and our spirits. We are just forever grateful for another moment. And in that, we're going to stay here and we look to you for light, love, laughter, learning, lessons, and to live. And with that, we'll say amen, amen, amen.
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 We just want life, love, laughter, learning, living, and everything, all the L's
And peace.
and peace on this earth.
Amen.
David, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Oh my God. Randall brought David on board, you all. David has a farm where he produces, extracts, and everything with hemp. David, give us a little insight as to what you do, how long it's been since you've been in this, and why, your why.
Why? I was in the military. I was a paratrooper. I had neck injuries, back injuries. I had pains. If you go to a doctor, they're going to give you pills. So I got caught up in the pain management routine. I'd go every month. I'd get an injection, a spinal tap, a cervical tap. I'd get opioids to take. Well, at first they helped, but pretty soon the way the opioid works is it just wants your body to have more opioids. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired and started doing research on alternative methods of pain relief. I experimented with CBD. It worked. I ran out. I reordered. I got something totally different. Didn't look the same, taste the same. Didn't work. Went to a different company. Basically the same routine. I didn't know what I was getting. So along came Farm Bill 2018. They legalized hemp. I was very, very fortunate and blessed. I had worked hard. I had saved some money. I went to Colorado and studied cannabis. As some of us know, cannabis does work wonders. It's like anything else. It can be taken to extreme, but be that as it may, I studied how to process cannabis. I came back here to North Carolina and built a hemp processing facility. So we now bring in our grown hemp or locally grown hemp. We process it, we extract the oil, I take it to the lab, I purify it, clean it, and produce good quality third-party tested CBD products. And I know what I'm getting. It's as close to the dirt as you can get, you know?
Right.
Yep.
And let me put this in there. When I was in North Carolina, Dave gave me a tour of the extraction facility. And when I tell you this facility is professional, I mean, it's like a hospital. When I went in it, we had to put the mesh over your shoes. You have to wear the head garment that covers you up and look like a ninja because your nose and your beard and all of your hair is all covered. Because that's how clean this facility is. I mean, it's everything in this extraction facility is hospital grade cleanliness. I mean, when I went in there, it just blew me away.
Wow.
You know, because I'm thinking, hemp extract, there's gonna be a machine here, we're gonna be in a barn or something, and I get over there, and when he opened the door, my jaw hit the floor. I mean, this place is incredible.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's incredible. And Dave works in excellence. I mean, this is a professional facility, and he actually sells products to other CBD companies. That's how great his products are.
And we can make it for you. Yeah.
And I mean, you can get a custom order. If you have a CBD company or you have a store where you sell CBD and you're licensed and all of that, he actually makes products in a flavor that the people ask for. When I was there, he let me taste one that he was making. It was orange cream. It tastes like a dreamsicle. It was delicious. I was like, what? Yep, I was really surprised.
And what was the orange dreamsicle thing that you tasted? What was that?
Oh, it was it was the
CBD.
extraction oil
Oh, it's
that
the
he
oil
was going to make. Yeah,
that
he
you.
was going to.
Yep.
Okay. You know, I want to ask this, Dave, of you. A lot of the viewers here. Now, first, I want to say a shout out to Wellness with Frugal Mama, Alicia Priester, and Ken Rose, and all you guys.
Hey,
Thank
Alicia.
you so much for joining us. Right now, with what's going on in our society and big pharma, you're looking at pandemic, COVID-19, and Delta variants, and all this great stuff. Where does hemp stand? There is a difference between hemp and cannabis, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Hemp is a cannabis plant. The difference in hemp and marijuana, that's going to be your difference, is the percentage of THC. 0.3 and below is hemp. Above that is considered marijuana. So looking at the plant, smelling the plant, the way it's processed is exactly the same.
Wow.
It's the same plant, high test, low test. You know, one just has more THC.
So how do we know which plant, like say for instance, if we were to grow cannabis, how would we know which plant would be a hemp approved plant versus a marijuana?
Well, it's genetically bred, just like I want to say, was it Carver, Mr. Carver, who did the peanuts? And so they have bred the hemp plant, kept cloning and working it until it has a lower amount of THC. So you can buy a certified approved hemp seeds, which theoretically will give you a hemp plant which has a lower THC if you pick those buds before they reach full maturity. If you let them go too long, they're probably going to be a little hot. But be that as it may, that's 0.3% versus, say, a marijuana plant that's 15%. Big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
So is the way.
Awesome. So are people able to take, ingest hemp, be it oil or however, and be able to pass a drug test for jobs?
Yes. There is some THC in it. It's a very small amount. It's less than 0.3%. So depending upon how far they were to drill down on a drug test, it's possible that they detect it. But truthfully, I don't think they're going that far. They're looking for the big flag, big markers that come up. But I always tell people, yes, you are taking something that does have some THC. So, for instance, the government says U.S. military, for instance, they cannot take CBD products. And that's the reason why. Do they do it? Yep, some of them do. But it is in there. So you have, you can't say that it's not there. There is a remote possibility.
And it's according to how much you are ingesting.
Correct.
At a time.
Yes.
If you're popping 5 or 6 gummies a day, you're going to get a buildup of THC.
Yes.
Wow.
But like Dave said, they know the difference between a person that's smoking regular marijuana as opposed to somebody that's taking CBD, because I've seen marijuana that's the THC has been 26, 27.
Right.
I mean, and that is through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making the strains stronger and stronger.
Yes.
Because they're messing with the genetics of the plant. I actually purchased some feminized hemp. And it's hemp, but it has a higher dose of THC. Not much. It's probably like about 1 1.5 or 1.6. It was a little higher, but it was a seed that they sell for this particular feminized hemp that was for stomach ailments.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you have having trouble with acid reflux,
Crohn's disease is a
yes,
Crohn's,
yes,
yes.
irritable
CBD
bowel
works wonderful.
syndrome,
Yes.
anything like that. If you're a cancer patient and you don't have an appetite, there's hemp that you can ingest that will help you with appetite. There's some that they'll help you with pain, and we really need to get this rolling for people, because it's going to save a lot of lives. It's going to save a lot of families, because you're not giving out an opiate addiction. And
Right.
I know all about opiate addiction because I had one as well. But I'm different than Dave, because Dave was taking his for pain relief and I was using it recreational, just getting high.
But still, the side effects are the same.
Yes.
So hey, good morning, Angela Means. Jonathan Branch, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Daybreak and Linda Shaw. We're here talking with David from Meadowview Farms out in North Carolina in regards to hemp and his hemp processing plant that he has developed and built from the ground up, all on his own. Also, I want to say this, first of all, thank you for your service, David. To all service people, thank you very much for your service. Anyone that gives their lives to the country, you're just laying your life on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had fun.
I'm grateful because I come from a family full of military, World War II veterans, World War I, Vietnam, Afghanistan, tons of veterans in our family. So I thank you for that. Moving on. Good morning, Danetta. Moving right along. For hemp to be a healer, how would a person know what they need as far as strength is concerned within the hemp line? Because 0.3 is the highest it goes, right?
Legally, that's as high as I can sell.
Okay.
So when we extract, I'm pulling all of the oils out of that plant. I'm consolidating everything. So my mother oil will be much higher than 0.3. I might be at 7% THC.
Okay.
Which if you take the oil, you'll get a nice little buzz. But I can't put it out the door at 7%. Mm-hmm. So what I have to do is we send it out for testing. I send it to a DEA lab. I have it analyzed. They tell me exactly what I've got. Based on those percentages, I go into the calculator. I determine how I need to water it down, basically, to give you so many milligrams of CBD and yet bring you under that 0.3 threshold of THC. So there's a lot of country boy logic and chemistry and math goes into this process, I
love math.
And I want people to understand and know that Dave's extraction facility is under the USDA. I'm not talking about no generic shop that somebody got in their barn like I was mentioning earlier. This is a true professional facility.
Wow.
We'll take a tour in a little while for you.
Yes, definitely. I'd love to see it. So, what about underlying conditions that people may have that embark on using hemp, like heart disease or congestive heart failure, or those who've had mild strokes or strokes, period, those who have diabetes, high blood pressure, conglomerate of things going on with them, and are on numerous medications like my brother. What would you say to that instance of them using a hemp product? What would they need to do to know whether or not this is something that they can use, first of all, and if it's something that would benefit them or harm them?
I've not heard of any real contradictions. You know, I just haven't. We have a gamut of people who have every element that you can think of. My first advice to people, number one, is start eating clean. Get out of what comes out the side of a building. If it comes out of a side of a building through a drive-through, try to stay away from that. Try to start eating clean greens and good food. Work on your diet, and then start taking some CBD in moderation and start easing off on. Your doctor may or may not tell you this because they're not getting any money out of it. Now, eventually they're going to overregulate it, so their hand is in my pocket, I'm sure. But get away from some of that stuff and try to depend on the CBD. It's not going to cure you, but it may take the edge off so that you take one pill less a day. And if you can do one a day and you go a week, maybe you can do 2 a day. And if you can continue to eat right, get up and move a little bit. I mean, take your CBD. You may, I did, get away from opioids. But you gotta want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take a concerted effort. It's going to definitely take a concerted effort. Trying to change your lifestyle, people, is not easy. I'm going to let you know it's not. We can push and tell people, oh, you know, the exercise enthusiast and all that. Oh, look, and this is so old. Just, you know, but what they don't tell you is, what they don't let you see is the challenges they had crossing over to the other side. Okay. And that's the side of eating healthy, getting up and moving. Or if you can't get up out of the bed, move something while you're in that bed. Move your arms, do this, do something.
They have chair workouts right now.
Yes, they have bed workouts.
Bust a full sweat in a chair.
They have bed workouts for people who are bedridden. So, there's
no excuse.
There's possibility and there's hope.
That's right.
If you want
and
it,
like
Dave say, if you want it, you have to make a decision in your own mind to push forward to do it.
And like he said, eating this weekend, I went out. I had a pretzel. Too much dough. Too much dough. And it was really nice.
Everything.
Yeah, it was too much dough, and I ate a little bit because I had to have something to eat and I had forgotten my nuts. And that's
Bojangles.
Huh?
I like Bojangles, but we all have a vice, And
bread is definitely my vice. And it's not bad for you, but it's how you eat and what you eat.
And everything in moderation.
That's right.
Moderation. I gotta ask you this, Dave, because I know a lot of people are wanting to know. They're saying, "Oh, he's saying eat right, but does he eat meat and all this? So do you eat meat?"
Yeah, baby.
Wait a minute. Dave don't eat meat at the grocery store, y'all. We're talking about real free range meat. When I was down there in North Carolina, I was so jealous, and I mean the food tastes so different. Because it's a farmer's market there that Alicia and Dave sells products at that is off the chain. And Dave, what's the slogan they got hanging up in there? Food doesn't come from the shelf. Right. It comes from the farm.
Yeah.
And they're right.
So real food don't come off a shelf. You got to go, you go to the farm and get it.
It costs more to eat right. It's so easy to eat bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not perfect. I'm not tooting my horn there, but we have to make an effort. And if you want to get well and you want to feel better, just start a little bit. Everything in moderation. Just set a goal and work that way. You can't do it. You can't eat an elephant in one setting. You can get him bite by bite over a period of time. So you just have to work that way.
Yeah. So, David, let me ask you. You said you got involved with hemp from having a lot of pains once you were in the military, and you found that you had been taking all these opioids. They shot something in my neck some years back. I said not no more, because it lasted for maybe about a month. I still felt that biting and stuff. I was like, forget it. The heck with it. I said I don't need it, because I've been having a headache right now. It starts from here. And then I feel it right here at the temple. It feels like something's pulling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I am going to address this with my doctor and let them know, because I've had it a few times consistently. Now, I do have a pinched nerve in my neck, and it's been there. I have degenerative spondylosis, L4, L5, my low back. But, and I have a torn meniscus in my right knee. And they're not operating on that because they said it was arthritic, and it would be senseless to waste time and money to arthritic.
Because if they shave that cartilage, you'll be bone on bone.
Yeah, and so the doctor said,
I already had mine done, and I'm bone on my left knee,
and it hurts like heck, don't it?
Every day.
Yeah, and see, the doctor, I have to give the doctor. All doctors aren't going to try to prescribe you something. Everybody, I just want you all to know that. But when you find a doctor and all they can do is tell you that, oh, we're going to prescribe this, and we're going to give you this, and we're going to give you that, you've got to be leery of that. Because when a doctor just keeps pumping you up with medication, and there ain't nothing taking place with your body, there is really minimal to nil changes, then that's the time when you probably, you need a second opinion, and you need to check out doctors that have an Ayurvedic background.
Or a holistic doctor.
Yes.
A holistic, HOLISTIC, I think. Holistic.
Yes.
Seek somebody that does that. In their defense, if you go to a doctor, he's going to do the best that he knows. He's going to treat you because you're paying him. You came there. He's going to write you a prescription. That's, so I can't blame the doctor.
Can't blame them at all, because that's their job, is to look it up. And I got to let you guys know, they have this new system now, whereas doctors are typing all of your ailments into a computer, and the computer is generating what it is that they think that you have.
That's exactly right. And
God forbid that maybe the computer decides to flip the script. Artificial intelligence, and tell them that, oh, well, prescribe this, that, those, and the others. And because what you're telling them, and if you had not had serious testing to prove it, then if they're prescribing something to you, you would definitely need to be leery of that. And one thing about it, I have to say about hemp, I took hemp in 2019, I took hemp from one of the grocers here, which is a co-op, and I really trusted the store manager and all, because she let me know that it was natural, it was one of the better ones that they had gotten, and so I took it, and it brought me to a moment where I was calm, cool, and collected, and I was like, but I was not out of my mind to the fact that I couldn't perform.
It's more body than it is in your mind.
Correct.
It gives you a euphoric feeling because your body's feeling so good. Mm-hmm. It doesn't give you a feeling of loftiness like you do it if you were to smoke marijuana or something. To where your eyes drop, and you get laid back. It will relax you. But it's more intensified to the body with the CBD than it is into your head.
So basically what I've experienced, and everybody might experience something different, and I look to David to confirm it, that a lot of times what I see in me is that, because I'm hyper anyway, I'm just a hyper viper, you know what I'm saying? But I noticed that when I took the hemp, it calmed me. So it's like an anxiety reliever. Almost. Okay. Mm-hmm. So those of you who have anxiety, it might do you well to try some hemp. Alicia said food, like she repeated, food doesn't grow on the shelf. And it's a life change that we all have to take. Good morning, Carlington. Thank you for joining us. We're talking hemp with Meadowview Farms owner and developer, David. And David, give us a little bit more information about the extraction processes. Do you grow your own hemp?
Initially, I set out to grow and process. So the answer would be yes.
Okay.
But growing is very labor intensive. My heart is in the lab and in
I'm coming, Dave. Don't worry, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm in the extraction process. So instead of competing with an established farmer who makes a living doing nothing but farming, I chose now to bring the hemp in from those local farmers and process it. So I quit growing. I do have acreage for it. I'm a licensed grower. I can't do both at the same time. I can't be in the lab and in the field picking worms and taking care of hemp.
Right.
Just like Randy is a grower. I could put him out there and I would get the best plants up possibly, you know. So I let the growers grow and I process.
I like that. You stay in your lane.
Well, I mean, I can do both, but I can't do them both at the same time. And
That's a lot of work.
It is. And if you spread your assets, pretty soon you're not doing anything well. So concentrate on what you do good. And it's like hanging sheetrock. I know how to do it, but I'd rather hire a guy who does sheetrock all the time. So I work with the local growers and try to support my farmers here in the community. And we process, and right now it seems to work pretty well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I know also that hemp has been proven to help people with sleep apnea.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Help people with diet loss, appetite loss of appetite.
Anxiety, insomnia, pain. Cannabis is a marvelous plant. The cannabinoids in the plant link up with the endocannabinoid system that you have in your body, and those sensors seem to take it where it needs to go. And so don't tell me how. God got the plants going, you know what I'm saying? There was no pharmacy in the Garden of Eden. There were plants.
That's it.
Everything that we need, God has provided coming up out of the earth.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
The pharmacy.
We running kind of long on time. Can we start a quick view of the fifth facility?
Yeah.
Start the tour.
Okay.
Because I want to explain.
Hey, Biz Network.
I'm going to try to spin the camera around and do a walkthrough. So bear with me and tell me what you're seeing, and I'll try to look and narrate. Is that
all right? Would you just narrate? Just narrate and let us know, because we don't know what we're saying.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Security notice, no photos or video allowed. And here I am breaking my own rules. But let's go.
At least he can break his own rules.
No, you're not on there. That's my camera right there.
This is the concert hall and receiving area. This is where we bring hemp in and weigh it and get it ready for processing. We're going to go into the extractor room. I don't know exactly what we're showing here. Let me get in and back up.
You're showing the extraction machine itself
right now. How about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the extractor. That's where we load the dry ground up hemp in and then process it to get the oils out. And that shows you a floor that you can eat off of if you want.
Without a doubt.
The pump room, let's see if I can get it back in here.
Thanks, Carlington.
Anyway, this is the hardware that gives me the crude oil. There's my little workbench and assorted miscellaneous stuff. Chiller units to keep everything cold. I like to do a real cold extraction. I think I get a better oil that way.
Yes.
Is it a cold press extraction that you do? Is it like a press or?
No, this is CO2, medical grade CO2. And we load the dry product in that tube B and A. The pump starts pumping CO2 through the system. We apply pressure and temperature and change it from a gas into a liquid. And then we go into what's called supercritical phase. And we flush supercritical CO2 down through the column of hemp. And that's what we use as the solvent to get the oils and the fats and the lipids and everything out of that plant. Wow. And then it goes back into a collection cup. We take the temperature off, the pressure off, and convert it back into a gas, and it leaves the oils and everything hanging in that cup. And it just rotates right through, using medical grade CO2 gas. If you research it, it is pharmaceutical grade right out of the door. It's the most pure, clean way to extract.
Wow. So that machine that you're showing us is a medical grade producing hemp oil.
Yes, ma'am. CO2 supercritical extraction. Yep.
Wow. Interesting. And so you said that refrigerator over there by the wall is a coolant.
It's a chiller unit, and I can change the temperature of the CO2 gas to convert it from a liquid. Convert it from a gas. And by changing the temperature and pressure, I can change the physical characteristics from a gas into a liquid and then into what's called supercritical. But wow. And use it to flush down through the hemp. Let me see if I can get over here and open one of these up. So in there is hemp.
Hemp. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So that container and that big container both have hemp. And the CO2 gas goes all through the system, goes down through it. And when we get finished, I collect it in a cup. And let me get back over here. And I will end up with a jar of grease. Looks like grease.
And that's the hemp that we would use.
That's what I take into the lab. Let me spin around and we'll head that direction.
Oh my God.
But T, you can't take that grease like that legally because it's over the amount of THC that what you could sell.
Correct. It is, but it works so well.
Yes, it does.
I bet it does. Maybe he can't sell it like that, but he can take it like that.
Yes, ma'am. This is our little shipping area.
Awesome.
With a pea size on
this is our kitchen area.
Oh my. Wow.
You see how clean this place is?
Oh,
you believe me, there's no fingerprints on none of that stainless steel. I've been in there. Dave keep that place impeccable.
I also we keep honeybees and we sell honey. So the buckets down there are where we pour our honey and bottle honey. When we go to the market, we sell honey as well. But this is the kitchen.
I got to tell you, you just touched my heart with that one. Do you know I used to beekeep here in Chicago on the west side. I worked with a group, a company, a business, an organization, non-for-profit that hires, allows people who are returning to society from incarceration to come in and get some job skills. And one of the job
Awesome.
skills that we do is give them something that they can apply to a resume so that they can go forth and get job opportunity offers.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
we hire them for like a 6 week, it's 6 weeks, 6 weeks to 3 months. And then we work with them to place them and get them interviewed at companies that partner with us to hire on a lot of the people that come through our organization. But we beekeep, and we produce raw honey.
Awesome.
Yes.
This is the lab.
Oh.
Let me see if I can back up and get you a little bit better view.
Angela, say, Dave, I'm coming to see you.
Come on. But
good morning, Alma and Angela. Hey, Joe. Good morning.
It's straight up clean and professional. Everything we need to do to winterize and clean the oil. Let's see if I can spin around.
Wow.
That's where we do our bottling. It's a mess right now, to be honest with you. I should have gotten in here and cleaned it up a little better. But
wow.
That's my workbench where we can weigh and scale the filtering processes, cold traps, vacuum oven, the roto evaporator, my security camera systems. Just so we could pretty well do whatever it is you want done. We can make a product line for you if you're interested in your own CBD products. We can do that. Let me set this down for a second, and I'm going to try to show you.
I got a question.
Yes,
when
sir.
you said winterize, what do you mean by you're going to winterize?
We bring it down and freeze it to get the fats out. Can you guys see this one?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, it looks so good.
So that is what my CBD does. Once I get finished with it, it is so pure and clean, it grows crystals.
I was just going to say, I'm looking at sparkles in there. I was just... my goodness.
CBD has gone to, like good honey will crystallize.
Yes.
This is so pure that it
crystallized.
So that's how I play in my lab.
Oh my goodness. That is a big old playground too. Hey, Dave, I've got a question from an audience viewer. Wants to know, do you ship to private homes?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. That's do you ship out overseas?
I think we can. If it's not, if it's okay for it to come in the country, we can.
Okay. All right. Wow. Yes, Angela, he does ship to private homes. Another question I have for you. Yes. I would like to feature your link on my show in my credits at all times. And also, are there any opportunities for people to be able to have an online store linked to your store? You know what I'm saying? It's
yes.
Okay. So I would definitely love to get that information from you.
We can do that. If you're in Chicago and you would like to carry our product, we can do that. Or we can manufacture we would do it to your specifications, and it could be XYZ CBD, and we make it for you, and then you just put your label on it. We can do that as well.
Okay, awesome. But otherwise, we could just carry your products.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that sounds like a winner. So you're talking about you do rebrand, though?
Well, I don't really say it. We make product for other people. Mm-hmm. We have growers that grow their hemp, and they would like to sell their product. So we process it for them. We run it all the way through. We put it in a bottle, and then when we ship it to them, they put their product label on it, and it truly is their product.
Wow.
Hey, Dave, could you do me a favor? Can you show them that book where it has the chemical breakdown when you send it out, or is that you can't show that?
Oh, no. Let's see here. I have one.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Oh,
I hope you already
Linda,
get here and an
does
eye
help
full
with depression.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna walk back into the lab, and
okay. This is phenomenal.
I'm gonna show you how crazy I am.
This is phenomenal. Because I'm not in a hurry to log in to work. I'm on my regular schedule.
How we doing on time?
He's gonna show you how crazy he is. He's actually gonna show you how much of a genius he is, because this man is very intelligent.
I can see that.
So,
you know, all of us crazy people have a high intelligence level.
Well, they say most geniuses are borderline and crazy.
Right.
For instance,
there it is.
For instance, this is a third-party analysis, and I called this one House Blend. My total CBD is 55.12, THC is 1.5, so it's over the legal limit. But then it gives me my breakdown of all the different cannabinoids and all of that. So based on this, I know how to blend. So what I do when I bring a product in, I take a sample of the green vegetable matter and I vacuum seal it, and I keep it for prosperity purposes. Then when I manufacture and do the mother oil, which is this, everything has a batch number on it. So this particular one is 06-2020. That's when it came into my facility. This is a little syringe of oil.
Oh, wow.
I'm making this for another company. And here is the finished product bottle, and it has a batch number on it, 06-2020. So that if there ever was a problem with something, you could call me and say, I got a bottle of oil batch number 06-2020. I could take this to an independent lab and they could check the original hemp. They could check the mother oil. They could check a sample of the bottle that you got and say, nope, it didn't happen here. It must have happened after you got it. So I trace every aspect of everything that we do.
Wow, that is amazing. You know, in the audience, we have Angela is loving you right now. She's like, great. She's like, this is a great segment. And Linda wanted to know, does hemp help with depression?
Yeah. Well, it certainly won't hurt if you are feeling better. You know, can I guarantee? No, ma'am. But I would try it. It's not so costly that it's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give it a shot.
It'd be better than taking some of that stuff that claims that if you take it, it might make you want to kill yourself.
Like better than Prozac and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of every product that we do the third-party test from the very start. And for instance, there's a can of salve. So here's the finished product analysis. So we have a test on the original hemp when it comes in. We have a test on the mother oil before I make it. Before I bottle, and I'll show you that one here. Let me get around here.
Wow.
So this is CBD oil that I have batched and mixed, but I haven't bottled it yet. And
is that one flavored, Dave?
The reason is I haven't got my final test back.
Okay.
So I mix it up, I get it to where I think it has what it's supposed to have. I pull 2 samples, one which I keep, one goes off to an independent lab. And then if it comes back and it meets my requirements that I think that it should have, then I bottle. Otherwise, I've wasted a lot of product that I could easily reformulate. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Because before you bottle it, because if you bottled it, that means now you got to pour all that out. And
an inferior product. Yeah.
Yeah. So was that that hemp you just showed us? Was that a flavored hemp or just the oil you just showed us that you said? Yeah. Was that a flavored one?
There's no flavor in it yet. I haven't done that. It's MCT oil, coconut oil blended with CBD. And I was shooting for 1,000 milligram and a 2,000 milligram batch. So I sent those off to have tested. The test will come back and tell me exactly what's in it and at what strength. And if I hit my mark, then I bottle. I don't miss it much. Here's one that came in at 818.
Wow.
I missed it, but I sent it back in again and I came back at 1,009 and it's supposed to be 1,000. So I bottled it.
Okay.
So my initial one, I put it in a bottle to send off so that it has a picture of the bottle. So when you go on our website, you can click on the link certificate of analysis and it will bring up that product. And you can see this on the website. You can see what you're getting in your oil.
And you know what? To me, let me tell you though, I hear that and I love it. We got a couple of people in the audience said they'll be your test dummy. But I will too, y'all. Look, but we have one of the things that my concern is that I hear you saying that you make sure that your numbers are at level. And I can hear in your voice the sincerity and the truthfulness. But there are companies putting CBD oil out that stake claim to a specific percentage in milligrammage, and it is not what they say.
Well, I hate to say it, but there are some that don't even have any CBD in it. Because greed, money, to produce CBD at the quality that I do is very expensive. This facility costs a lot of money.
I bet.
Well, I just sort of spent my kids' inheritance, I raised my kids to work and to fend for themselves,
right?
To save their money and they don't need me. They'll be fine on their own. And now they appreciate that their dad, as crazy as it is, he gets to play and do things. So
right.
This is as real as I know that you can get. Yep.
Wow. That's amazing, Dave. So let me see here. You say I want another question came in and says, change back to the 3 person. Let me see, not the side by side, 2 on top and 1 on the bottom view. Okay, do you make CBD edibles?
Yes and no. We offer a Delta 8 gummy, which would be an edible. I have a friend who makes a much better gummy than I do. Mm-hmm. So instead, and I'm working on our GMP certification and FSMA certifications. And instead of interjecting a food production operation into the CBD operation, mm-hmm. which complicates everything, mm-hmm. I just let him make my gummies for me. So we provide the oil. He makes the gummy. He does a better job. Yeah, it's like hanging sheetrock. I can hang sheetrock, but this guy's a sheetrock hanger. He makes a terrific gummy. So we supply the oil. I know what I'm getting. I trust it. I get a consistent, good product. he's better at it than I am. I mean, it's like Randy grows better than I do. I'm not a grower. He's a grower. So,
and those
That's
gummies
amazing.
are delicious. When I was in North Carolina, I actually purchased some from Dave, and my brother loves them. So now we're going to be ordering offline and getting them shipped here to the house.
yeah.
Awesome.
They're
Awesome.
on the website. Yeah.
So they were working for Big Win, Randall?
Yeah. And you know, he's on a
plethora.
He has to have a pill carrier with the days of the week on it, and I know it's at least 10 to 12 pills in each one that he has to take every day. You know, and we're trying to figure out how we could get him off a gamut of this stuff. You know, a lot of the stuff that he's taking. You know, my dad, when he passed, they said it was congested heart failure, but I believe it was over medication.
My dad died taking double handfuls of pills that he didn't even know what was taken.
And that's what I'm saying. My brother was taking 2 blood thinners at the same time. When the doctors here told him, who put you on 2 blood thinners? They say, we don't know why you still alive. You should be dead.
Well, truthfully, one good gummy would have done my dad so much good a day, you know, at the time. But I wasn't in this at the time. Woo.
Right.
I just spilled some oil here. I'm going to have to taste.
I need to be down there with you.
Hey, Dave, Dave, put your finger to the screen. Look, tell your wife I ain't trying to flirt. I'm just going to lick that off your finger.
Give me about 30 or 45 minutes and
you gonna be good.
yeah.
I love it. So Alicia Priester did say, I use the gummies for chronic pain, and they work. Mm-hmm. And Angela said, keep every drop. Don't let none of it leak out. Don't waste none. So, Dave, it has been a pleasure. Randall, you got any more questions? Audience, do you have any more questions for Dave while we have him here? Otherwise, it has been a pleasure. I want to pursue a backside line business with you if possible. Because I'm getting ready. I have sat here and thought about business. That's all I ever think about. And I'm working on a food trailer and all that. But I'm thinking that I need to go ahead on and set up my house.
Well, I will work with anybody that is willing to work with me. I'm straight up and honest. I hope that I come across that way. You do. Visit, go to the website. You can send me an email, call. It doesn't matter. The phone number that's there, that's my phone number. And if you want me back here again, I've enjoyed it. I'll be glad to come back and talk some more. As you can tell, I like to talk.
So, Dave, when is your birthday?
August the 16th.
Oh, he's a Leo. Well, Dave, I'm a Gemini, so we both can talk. We gonna talk over some hemp, though, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
When I was there with Dave, you should hear the stereo system that he got in that extraction facility. You know where that church pew was at?
Yeah.
I was sitting on that church pew and the floor was glowing, and we were listening to some of the greatest music ever heard. I mean,
music. Yeah.
Everything. Dave listened to everything. When I say everything, I mean everything.
Because some of it, he said,
what you said that because
I said, Dave, what's funny you listening to that? He was like, I listen to everything.
Yeah,
look, all kind of music. I do too, Dave. Look, Jonathan, hey, Biz Network. Jonathan said, where is he? He said he loved the church pew.
Well, that's where I sit, and I get
the speakers are aimed at it. The speakers, the way you got it set up.
Sometimes I sit there and I ask God, What am I doing? What is it you want me to do? Who am I chasing? Or what is it? Because he put me here. That's a whole nother show. I would give you my testimony there. But he put me in this business.
I told you we need to do a testimony show. That would be fantastic.
Stop sharing it alive. I'm telling you, you got ideas. No, really, stop sharing it alive. You got too many idea stealers out there.
If I told you, you would. At first, you would say this guy's making it up, but truthfully, it happened.
I'm going to create a show for you to come back and do that sharing.
Yeah.
I would love to have it. And I just want to say, I really am appreciative of you sharing your business with us online, giving everybody an opportunity. You all can connect with David through metalforviewfarms.net. That's the website and all, and you guys can look on that and see anything that you're looking for. Angela, definitely. Carlington, Daybreak. It's a lot going on with the CBD and the hemp industry right now. It's a billion trillion. I'm sorry, but I don't see billions. I see trillions and zillions coming out of.
The government's going to try to get into it.
Right.
They're going to try.
And if they get into it, it's going to be regulated among everybody.
The only thing that's stopping Big Pharma and the government from controlling it, you can't patent a natural product. God made this, so nobody can patent that.
That's right.
If they could put a patent on it, they'll shut everybody down. But you can't do it to a natural product.
But what allows them to do it to a natural products with other ingredients?
Well, what they will try to do is regulate it to the extent that only a very few can do it. So when I built this facility, I tried to do it hands down, no questions asked. This baby doll is clean. She is professional grade, clean, straight up. So when you come in here and you tell me I can't, I want to know who can, because I don't play. I do it right the very first time.
Right. That's awesome. That is phenomenal. And like Angela said, she said, yes. She said that was a good investment, Dave. She said, good investment.
Well, we'll see.
And so how long have you been doing this now, Dave, with the plant and all? How long have you had it?
2 years since it became legal. When the
That's right. As soon as they legalize, marijuana, I'm moving down there, Dave, and I'm gonna grow, and you gonna extract, and you gonna triple what you were gonna give your kids for an inheritance.
They may not get. They don't need it. I mean, if they get it, they get it. But work. If you work and you work for the Lord,
hey,
He'll reward
that's the key. That's the key.
They have everything they need.
That's it.
I am abundant. You are abundant.
Try to be a witness to others, Just do the best you can.
Yeah.
You're going to make me cry.
Hey, thank you so much, because I hear it in you. I love that. We have cried on this show, honey. Let me tell you.
Many a day, Dave. We be out here full of tears.
Because you know what, Dave? Your testimony is going to mean everything to the world. I kid you not. And mine is too. And that's why I'm writing a book right now. I just want to get it out there. But then I have another idea in my mind, which I would not put out here in the audience right now, because some things just don't need to be put out there, because you got people that's doing this idea steals and blockages and all kind of stuff. So I'm not putting too much out there, but I am writing a book.
Haters, you have haters that if they see that you're doing something, and you know what I'm saying, but that's okay.
Right. Exactly. But Dave, it has been a pleasure having you here. I am definitely going to come up with another time for us to come back on, share some more things and your testimony.
Good. That would be great.
And I appreciate your time this morning. We and you had a few minutes together without the audience, and that was a blessing. Thank God. And I got a chance to get to know Dave. And then I had text Brando and told him I'm already talking with Dave. We already in the studio. I said, but he's doing his thing. I got to go do mine. I'll see you soon. And that was a blessing. So I want to thank you once again for coming on board. Everybody, you can find him. You can look on his website, meadowviewfarms.net. Go to his website. Take a look around, purchase, and get involved and do the right thing by yourself, by family members, by whoever it is that is ailing and aching right now. You can be helpful to them by making a purchase. And Dave, I look forward to it. I'll talk to you offline later about the whatever you're sending to put into the gift box. Mm-hmm. It was already valued at $750, y'all. Now it's going to be valued at more. You send that to me, and I'll put it in the gift box.
See, Dave gonna make me really go hard on getting these people, because I'm gonna get the box. I'm gonna keep the paint, and I already been offered $500 for it. So if I win the box, I can sell the paint for $500 and get the box. So y'all better get busy.
Well, I'll sweeten the pot up, so don't worry about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody, I want to say thank you to all you all who've been sitting here with us viewing this morning. Thank you so much. I also remember this, people, reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words. Yeah. Somebody needs a prayer. Somebody is suffering right now at the hands of whatever it is, the forces that's grabbing them and pulling them down. Somebody is suffering, and they might need a sandwich, a bottle of water. They might even need a drink. If a few dollars, whatever it is, don't be judgmental. Just go ahead and give it to them, because at one time I was one of them people, so, each one reach one, beseech one, you know what I'm saying? Help. We are all here, not on our own accord. We are not here because, God just wanted us to be here all by ourselves. Because if we were, you would be here all by yourself. Yep. We are here to assist each other, people. Don't get it twisted. You are not here alone. If you were to be alone, you would be alone. Trust me, what he puts out doesn't come back unless it is perfected and done. And that's how I look at it. And I'm also say this: God loves us all. He loves everybody. We need to learn to love ourselves and each other. And I ain't just saying family. A reach. It takes a village. It takes a country. It takes a global unit of people to come together and assist in the process of growth. So with that, I'm going to sit with that one. Randall, you have any closing remarks? Dave, you have any closing remarks?
I want to thank Dave for coming on the show and letting us tour the facility. And
yes,
I just want everybody to know I don't have a lot of friends. But I consider Dave one of my best friends. It was like we had a spiritual connection. I mean, every record, every song he played, I could sing the lyrics to. And I know it was really tripping him out because he know all of these songs. I mean, and we were going from genre to genre. We went from rock to soul, to R&B, to even Christian music. And soon, wait a minute, he put on the song, and while he put on the song, I sang a solo in church. And I'm singing harmony with it. I know Dave looking at me like, what is going on?
Oh, no, I enjoyed it.
That's just the connection that me and him had. I haven't even known Dave 6 months, but we got a hell of a connection, and God will put people in your life,
That's
just
what.
Keep your heart soft and open for people, so that you can live your best life and become your best version.
Yes.
And that's all I'm trying to do.
Yep. Dave, any closings from you?
If I can help you, send me an email. Go to the website. My email is on there. My phone number's on there. Feel free to shoot me an email. Sometimes it'll go to the spam folder and I'll have to dig it out. So bear with me. But if we can help you, let me know. I'll be glad to work with you any way that I can.
Awesome. Everybody, thank you once again for staying on board with us this morning. And we will be bringing Dave back to the show to give his testimony about why he is where he is and what took him to that point. So God bless all of y'all, Randall, Turk, David, Meadowview Farms, and all the people involved with you there. God bless you. God bless everybody on my list this morning, all my supporters, viewers. Thank you so much. God bless everybody. Have a blessed day and go forth and produce fruit.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody.
Dave, I'll give you a call a little bit later on today.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right.